YouTube, it is your favorite game here, Above Average Cody, coming at you with a video all about the official reveal of Forge that 343 did on the official Halo YouTube channel. Now, basically, they started this YouTube series called Forge Fundamentals. I think it's going to have 4 different parts, but just recently, last week, they released the first part that was the Forge building, and they basically showed and briefly explained everything you can do in Forge with building in a 20-minute video. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on what I think is going to be really amazing about Forge, some things I'm a little bit nervous about with Forge, and just overall all of my thoughts on what was placed in that video. And by all means, guys, I'm not going to completely reference it because it was a lot of like just playing around and kind of showing you guys the basics of Forge building. So if you want to watch that video, obviously I put it on screen, so just go look it up. It's literally on the official Halo channel, so you can go check it out there. But basically, guys, they show you everything you can do with just about any object, and they have a lot of objects. Again, I'm not going to go into super like minute detail on every little thing, but they make it look really complicated, but it is very simple to maneuver. And I believe they discussed how they have a million different menus for controller. So what I'm trying to say is there is a lot you can do. These maps are massive, and it is the biggest Forge landscape we have ever seen, really, in a Halo. And there are thousands upon thousands of objects, but they compact all that into what appears to be a really simple system. Obviously, I haven't played it, and we're not going to be able to see it, I believe, until November 5th is the tentative release for this initial Forge build. But I'll be honest, guys, it does not look like it is going to be a beta. It looks really crispy, really amazing, and they even went over a lot of things that they did to make it such that items or things you place or things going on in the map will not greatly tax your system, and they did specifically address that. They made it such that having a million objects on your screen at one time will not destroy your frame rate. It will not make the game run bad. And they basically discussed that not only was that a community concern, but it was also a concern from their own end, where you had to, in the past, on past Forge builds, on other Halo games, you basically had to get rid of objects or move around objects so that you could get your game to stop lagging, get your frame rate to stop dropping, and all that stuff. Basically, they're confident that no matter what you do with the like threshold you have on the landscape, you should not have any major issues in regards to lagging and frame rate issues, which that's the first thing I really like, guys. Being on PC and seeing this game run bad basically 1 out of every 3 games I play, that was going to be a big concern. And I mean, that's aside from like playing the maps that people build, but just building my own maps. I could easily see sitting down for a 3 to 5 hour stream and just building maps. I don't know how fun that would be to watch, but I'm really looking forward to building stuff in Forge, and if it is taxing my system and making my system lag, that would have been a big concern of mine. But they did address that. They showed some very large maps with some very large landscapes, and there was no lag, no issues at all that I saw, at least, or at least that if there is, guys, they did a really good job of hiding it. Now, the next thing I really enjoyed about the presentation is at least 3 to 5 times during it, they addressed things that they said was a community issue that the community brought up and that they fixed, and they're really happy that it is now in the Forge kind of build, I guess you could say. I call it a build, but I mean, it looks like it's basically the finished product, guys. I think the only beta thing is going to be how the saving the maps goes, but it seems like, if you made me guess, they pushed the Forge build back so that they could address and fix literally every single little problem that they could have possibly had leading up to the release. And I mean, that was what I was speculating. That's what a lot of people were saying they were doing. A lot of people were upset about it, but it looks like it's going to be really well done. But I'm back to my main point here, guys. They addressed a lot of things that they said was a problem that people brought up from the community and that they fixed. I don't remember any specific examples, guys. Again, feel free to go watch the whole thing, but they do literally address that, and that is huge, because we have heard 343 say, oh, we're listening to the community, we're listening to the community, keep telling us what's wrong, we're listening to the community, and we haven't really seen things specifically addressed where they say, hey, the community brought this up and we fixed it. But now we are literally getting that from this reveal, I guess. I'm calling it a reveal, guys, because this is the first we've seen 343 say, hey, this is in-game Forge play, we're playing it, and we're showing you what you're going to be able to do in a couple weeks, and that's kind of why I'm calling it that. But yeah, guys, basically, they fix things, they listen to us or you guys, the community, and they fix things, and I think that's really huge, and that is a massive step in the right direction, not only for Forge, but really for Halo Infinite as a whole, guys. And the final thing I'll say I really, really like is the customizability of everything in the game. And now, obviously, like, it's Forge, it's supposed to be super customizable, so saying that is a very blanket statement for the game mode as a whole. But guys, if you have not seen that, you can literally take any object and scale it up and down to any size you could possibly imagine. And the reason this is such a big deal is because in the past, the Forge menus, they've had to put multiple of the same item in the menu, so that if you wanted a large size of this, say, tree, you had to pick the large one. If you wanted a small one next to the large one, you had to go back in the menu and then go pick the large one, or the small one, to put next to the large one. It was very tedious, and it cluttered the menu with a lot of different size objects, and they literally explained this in that reveal. But guys, now you just pick the one object, and you can scale it at as easily as a roll of a dial, it sounded like. Probably it's going to be triggers, because generally in build modes, that's you use left trigger, right trigger to go bigger or smaller. But basically, you just pick the one object. You can scale it to massive size, or you can scale it to tiny size. You can snap it to the ground. You can snap it to other objects. And then there is even an undo and a redo button. Say you make a mistake and you want to just click back. You just click undo and you undo it. And that it's not gone after that. You can hit redo if you regret deleting what you just did, guys. So those are just some of the examples they showed that make Forge look really customizable. Maybe some of you veterans think, oh, this is stuff that should have been in Forge long ago. This was already in Forge. Whatever, but this is Halo Infinite, guys. We've seen nothing but issues, and seeing how well this looked on a screen on a reveal kind of like video, I'm really optimistic. I'm really, really excited. Now, what don't I like about it's not so much what I saw in this reveal, it's what I didn't see, guys. And supposedly they're gonna have 3 more videos going over like the lighting, the browser, things like that. But with the release of Forge on November 5th, the roadmap literally said that the Forge custom browser, or whatever you call it, the thing you use to save maps, share maps, find other maps to play, is not going to be in at the launch of Forge. I believe that's not going to be out till March, when the tentative Season 3 is going to drop. So that makes me a little bit nervous. So am I only going to be able to go in and customize and just not save and share maps? But they also literally talked about some custom objects and how you can save them as prefabs and share them with friends and things like that. So I don't know how that's going to work without the browser or save system, or what, I can't think of off the top of my head what they call it. I really don't know how that's going to work. So that's one thing I'm a little bit nervous about overall. But to be honest with you guys, it looks like it's pretty well polished and pretty good. And I mean, for a game that launched with Zero Forge, and we're nearly a year in with Zero Forge, I'm really excited to see anything. And the little thing that I'm seeing looks really good, guys. So there's not too many bad things I can say right now. Obviously, I can say it's bad that they've waited so long to release it and reveal it and things like that. But I mean, it looks like they took a lot of time. They put a lot of time into it. They addressed a lot of current issues with it. And that's why I'm really optimistic on this release. And yes, you can say it came out late, whatever, guys. But if it comes out polished and good, I'm willing to wait. Because all we see with games nowadays is they rush things out. It's broken. It's trash. Everybody hates it. And now they spend their entire game career fixing it. We're currently seeing that with this game as a whole. So if they can launch Forge, it runs really good. It's great for customizing, and a lot of good maps come out of it and go into the browser, or perhaps even the full launch game. I'm happy. I'm excited, and I think that's really great, guys. So that's my thoughts on the Forge build reveal. I mean, there was a lot shown in it, but also there's not a lot to go off of. So make no mistake, we're not out of the woods yet. We still need it to launch, we need to come out, and we need to make sure it is bug-free. And if there are bugs, they need to address them and fix them in a timely manner. But I'm optimistic. I'm excited. There's 3 more parts coming out, guys. If you want me to cover those, I will. But other than that, I don't know how much I'll go into depth on Forge speculation and basically on the reveals, because there's only so much to go off of, and I don't want to keep talking about the same thing and speculating and guessing and then have it come out and there be major issues or something, because it'll be like, oh, Cody, you said it was going to be really good. Like, guys, I'm not associated with 343 or anything. I haven't played this build. I don't really know what to expect. I'm just seeing the stuff that you guys are seeing, taking it in, and giving you guys my thoughts as we go. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to ramble too much more about this first Forge video. It's the first of, again, I think there's 3 more coming, so 4 overall. It's called Forge Fundamentals. It's on the main Halo channel. Go check it out, guys, and then leave a comment. Give me your thoughts. The most productive comments I'll leave a heart on so they can jump to the top, so anybody watching this video can go get the thoughts from the community here on the channel, as well as my videos leading up to the Forge release. But that does it for me, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Lots of Halo Infinite content. A lot of Call of Duty content will be coming with Modern Warfare 2, but make no mistake, guys, we're going to be doing both. I'm just a big FPS player overall, so we'll be doing, by no means will we be stopping the Halo content here. But leave a like on the video, guys. It helps out so much. I already mentioned leave a comment, and then again, we have channel memberships. Super thanks if you guys want to support monetarily. It helps out so much, but please do not feel like you have to. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one.